Welcome to Audrey Thoughts with Audrey Scott. I'm Audrey Scott. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Crazy shit, right? A lot of things have happened. I will be uploading the episode that I recorded right before Christmas. I haven't, I'm sorry that it hasn't come out as quickly as I wanted it to, but I did some predictions with Yoshi about the new year, and I think we were pretty on brand. I mean, the Epstein's list, it's the thing about that. I knew it was going to be some bullshit. I knew the list was going to be trickle. I knew we weren't going to get everything right away, but let's just talk about how Swiggy was fucking right. Swiggy was talking about Hawking being on Epstein's Island because Swiggy knows everything, obviously. And we were right. He's on the island. He swam all the way there. Fucking submarine wheelchair deal. I think it's crazy. And I don't think it's that, like, he always looks like he's coming anyways, so he must have had a really good time there. I heard a lot of comedians are on the list.
Who?
I don't remember. I was watching a video last night about it. Who was on there? There was one in particular that was very interesting. Whatever. I'll figure it out later. But it wasn't Jimmy. I don't think Kimmel's been listed yet. We were hoping for it. We're hoping for it because of what he did to Aaron Rodgers. But I don't really want to talk that much about Epstein, because I'm just waiting for more. I'm waiting for more people to die. Like I said, I'm waiting for more people to die. I'm looking for the pushback. I'm looking for what happens next. I'm just waiting. You can give me names all you want. But you still didn't label them. You still didn't tell me what they're doing. I'm just really upset that Bill Clinton's on the list. I would have never guessed that. You're telling me that Hillary and Bill Clinton are bad people? We've known this for so long, so it's like... Or I just get so fucking tired because I've been saying this for years. For fucking years. It's just the same thing with COVID. It's the same thing. All right, now what? When we get the names, what's going to happen then? Because we have a lot of people already coming out being like, well, they didn't do anything on the island. They just stood there. What the fuck are you talking about? There's child sex slaves everywhere. You guys are evil. We've known you're evil. Yeah, there's a certain extent of satanic panic, but this is evidence that all of this has been fucking going on. We've been right the whole time. Now what? Are we just going to have good people everywhere? No. Just because, and it's just like, and they're probably not going to go to fucking prison, not for a long time. Like, I hope that a lot of justice is served because that's what's really important. But how many are we going to get? Just hate how the media is talking about it. I don't like the way it's been. A new batch of names has dropped. I just hate that CNN and NBC. It's cool that it's mainstream news, but it's just that's when it gets dicey. When things are mainstream. Why is it mainstream? Why is it now mainstream? Again, justice is cool. It being in court is cool.
Distracts from the war?
I wonder... Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's... real. Be prepared, y'all. I mean, that Obama movie, holy fucking shit. What's it called? Leave Them All Behind?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Leave Them All Behind. Yeah.
Leave Them All Behind. Or some... Yeah, whatever. It was, the executive producers were Michelle and Barack Obama, or a.k.a. Big Mike and Barack Obama. And my favorite gay couple. My favorite presidential gay couple. It's terrifying, and it's very vague. Every scene is a different symptom of what would happen in a digital war. And their information is attacked, there's a whole power blackout, and they're basically insinuating that a war is going to occur. Be prepared. And when we don't have our phones anymore, when we don't have a grid anymore, and we don't have access to the real world other than the people around us, we're going to turn on each other and have a civil race war, is basically what they're fucking saying. Thanks, Michelle Obama. Thanks, Barack. What the fuck? And then like, I'm sorry, I'm just really emotional about this. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Because then they have there's a black dad, his daughter, who I think is mixed because everyone in my generation is not anything anymore, which is fine. It's just like she was definitely mixed. And and then they had Julia Roberts and this guy who looks like he listens to NPR every day, and then 2 kids, and they're renting the house that the black people own. And then when the black people are leaving New York because the grid went down, and so the owner wanted to go back into the woods and shit and like, see if there was still power there. And Julia Roberts doesn't believe that he's the owner. They're insinuating that she's like Julia Roberts is like a racist. And so at one point, all these events start happening, these loud noises start ringing and people's like teeth are falling out, and then these jets would like drop propaganda from the sky and it had like Arabic written on it, and all these events are going on, and they don't have their phones, they're just in this house. And the black daughter said, "We can't trust anyone, especially the whites." That is a line that a former president produced for a movie. And I know a lot of people are pushing back on it and saying, well, it's true. Like, Julia Roberts was racist. I mean, she has a point. She has a point to be defensive. But it's deeper than that. Again, like I said, this is a former leader of our country and the first lady fear-mongering us in a movie. And it is true. Like, we are in a war is happening already. You have Russia and Ukraine. Did you remember that? Do you remember about that? Russia and Ukraine? Yeah. Take a step back from, because then we have fucking Palestine and Israel going on as well. I think one of the biggest cyber attacks that's occurred happened by China fucking 2 weeks ago. Real things are occurring. And then they tell us that we're such a weak country and we've allowed all these other influences from other entities turn our backs on our own country. Like, people that claim to be liberal leftists that tell you to go vote hate our country. They hate patriotism, but they tell you to go vote for Biden. I don't understand. How are you going to like kind of, it's just insane. And I think that I hope that more people want to work together and see through this facade, because I don't think the Obamas made this movie to warn us to be better people. I think they were telling us what's actually going to happen. It's not them warning us about being racist. They're telling us we're racist. They're telling us that we're not going to trust each other. Mm-hmm. And that's really scary. So that I hate the Obamas and what they did. I mean, Michelle Obama, I don't even care about the movie. Michelle Obama took away my fudge sickles in 2nd grade, and
what do you mean?
She ruined my school lunches. So when no, it was 3rd grade, because Obama got elected in 3rd grade when I was in 3rd grade, and then we had this whole campaign for healthy eating and food and stuff because Michelle Obama, that was her big project. So we used to have ice cream sandwiches and like fudge sickle pots this big, and that bitch took them away from me.
And they didn't replace it with anything?
Fruit.
Oh. That's so un-American.
I know. Well, she's a commie.
Oh, yeah.
She's not an American, she's a globalist. And that's what globalists do. They take away your fudge sickles.
What's the difference between a globalist and a commie?
Oh, no. Okay, so I don't actually think she's a communist. Communism, and there's different, I feel like, communism on paper sounds great. I think it's a great idea. Everyone works together in a community. Everyone has a role, and they help each other, and you trust each other, and everyone is equal. Everyone is treated equal. Everyone helps each other. Everyone works in this beautiful system together, and it works. The problem about communism, not everyone's always going to work together equally. That's impossible, and one person is going to take advantage of you and reap the benefits. And yeah, you guys are going to be equal, but there's going to be this huge gap between what your equality is and how much the person is gaining from you. Globalists are a group of people that are even bigger than a nation. They're not just like the governor of China, you know what I mean? Like, or they're not just like the prime minister of Canada. They are a group of elitists that just want to control the world, that just want to control the entire globe. And they work together to continue to control the globe and to have their master plan. So it's just, there are people that are members of the American government, the Chinese government, the European Union that are globalists and also government officials for their country. But they're not patriots. They're pushing a different agenda. They don't care about their nation. They want all the power they can from as many people as possible, as many countries as they can.
Is it like world communism or world fascism?
I don't know. I would say
Is this the Great Reset, people?
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. But we will not. I won't let it happen. Oh, yeah. I wanted to give a shout out real quick. So I went back to, I forgot to talk about this. I went back home to Virginia for a few days for Christmas, and it was a lot of fun. And I hadn't been back in 2 years, and I got to see some really cool people. I didn't really announce my going back. So when I went home again, I went downtown and I went to like some of the places that I used to work at, restaurants and shit at. And there's this one guy, Aaron Barber. You bought me a shot. If you said you would buy me a shot if I gave you a shout out, but I wanted to, like, seriously, thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you for seeing my journey. It meant the world to me for Aaron and a lot of my close friends from there just to believe in me and say they're proud of me. And that meant the world. And I love you. Thank you. And I will send you this episode so you fucking see this. But I think you still watch it anyways. So thanks. Thank you so much for your support. Roanoke was good. My brother farted a lot. No. My brother started smoking weed. And I left my pen at my house on my flight. So I was like, fuck, I was like, I needed to get high. I was like itching and shit. And my brother only smokes Delta 8. And I'm like, you fucker. But we're hitting his pen. And then his pen actually fell out of his pocket while we were decorating the Christmas tree, and my parents saw it, and my dad thought it was mine. I'm like, and I was so tired of being the one who got in trouble. I was like, you know what? And I claimed it was mine for a second. I was like, no, fuck it, it's Hayden's. And then Hayden was like, what the fuck? But they didn't even realize it was weed. They just thought it was a regular nick, so he still didn't get in any fucking trouble. And I'm just like, I can't.
Older sibling curse.
Dude, I know. It was funny. I said sorry. I told him, I was like, sorry for just like throwing you on the bus so quick. He's like, yeah, what the fuck? Like, you just like changed your mind. I was like, no, man, I'm tired of getting in trouble. Like, I get in trouble all the fucking time.
Do they get you in trouble a lot, your parents? Do they check in and stuff?
Oh, they're worried about my drinking now. They called me. I flew back in. Shout out to American Airlines. They lost my luggage after my one flight back to Austin. But then 3 hours later, someone who worked for American Airlines delivered it to the open mic that I was performing at. It was fucking awesome.
Amazing.
It was amazing. Like, I wasn't home, and they're like, hey, you're not home right now. There was no safe place to leave your bag. And I was like, I'm not going to lie. I'm at an open mic right now. Could you drop it off for me? He's like, oh, sure. Must have sounded hot enough or whatever. Like, ooh, Audrey. Like,
Yeah.
Shout out to Robert. Thanks, Robert. What was I saying? Airport, luggage. I flew back, and my brother also started drinking for the first time. So I took him to the bar that I used to go to all the time, and we got around there. He's really good at taking shots. Really good. Oh my God. You know how I'm obsessed with rubber ducks? My brother has rubber ducks all over his apartment. And I'm like, we were the fucking same. Like, my brother.
And he never saw that?
No, I've never seen his apartment.
And he never knew you were into them?
I don't think so. No,
Weird.
I don't think he knew that I did the same thing as him. Because I have, we both do this stupid, like, Jeep Cherokee thing where we have all the ducks on our dashboard, but we both just do it.
Weird. That's a sibling
Yeah.
psychic
The
moment.
Scott lore. We just like ducks. I don't know.
There's just something about these
Fucking
ducks.
weird. Yeah, we like them. Damn ducks. Yeah, so my mom calls me when I'm at work the next day, and she's like, I think you have a drinking problem. I'm worried about you. And I'm like, I know I have a drinking problem, first of all. But I'm like, don't fucking call me during... You had ample... I don't know. You're gonna call me as soon as I leave, during lunch rush, at work, and you're still addicted to Oxy? Like, I don't fucking... It's hard for me to have her... I understand she's my mom, and she's gonna be concerned about me. She's gonna want better for me than for her, because that's what moms do, ideally.
Sure.
But don't fucking tell me about my problems.
She has her own, right?
Yeah, you have plenty. I was like, oh, we want to talk about problems? Like, I can do... That was a hard... That one hit. I haven't talked to her since. She's been sending me, like, Bible verses every day.
Do they help?
I haven't read them. I haven't opened them.
Do you still think the Bible is helpful in any way?
I think so. I've been considering rereading it. It's been fucking...
Is it because, like, it feels familiar?
6 years. I think there's beautiful messages and beautiful lessons in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I used to read it with a different tone back in the day, and I mostly read the Book of Mormon. Like, I didn't read the Bible the way that other Christians did, I guess. Because, like, we still read the Bible, but it's like I read the Book of Mormon a lot more frequently.
Okay.
Yeah. I used to have to memorize. Like, I memorized Bible verses, too, but I had to memorize the Book of Mormon, and we had, like, tests and shit. And,
so
like,
it just made it not enjoyable?
Yes. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Yeah, it's like,
I wonder why they do that.
I didn't want to find a message. And there were certain stories that I enjoyed.
Mm-hmm.
And this is so funny. I used to read with this one guy. I used to read the Book of Mormon with this one guy, and we would text back and forth and, like, interpret verses together because I love finding messages and words and shit.
Sure.
And he goes on a mission, and then he gets kicked out of his mission early. And I was like, hey, why'd you get back early? And he was like, I'm a brony. He jerks off to My Little Ponies. And they found, like, his pony. I don't know if it was, like, a drawing of a pony or, like, pony porn. But he got kicked out, yeah. I always thought he was just, like, the sweetest, like, most wholesome.
That's not allowed?
When you're on a mission, like, you have a lot of really strict rules. I mean...
You can't watch
probably
porn,
can't,
I guess.
And that's just, like... They're like, nah, that's too weird. Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know what he did, though. Because maybe, like, someone walked in and he was, like, jerking off, like, fucking a stuffed animal. Or, like, when you're a brony, I don't know to what extent. Like, that's already a weird genre. So I'm like, I don't know how weird you got. Like, and I didn't ask.
They do sew fleshlights into stuffed
ponies.
I
know.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I know.
There was I used to work in animation, and I was offered a job on My Little Pony. And then part of the onboarding was that they were like, yeah, you just have to be aware that bronies exist, and they follow all the people that work on the show, and they want them to, like, draw stuff for them.
Yeah. Yeah. People are always going to be weird. My little brony.
It's not the worst now that we've found out about the island, I guess.
Yeah,
But it's still weird.
It is weird. People have their genre, and people justify it, but it's like, well, I'm not harming anyone. I'm like, you need help. Like, that doesn't mean, just because you're not, like, fucking a kid doesn't mean that you should be watching ponies and jerking off to it. Like, I don't know. Like, that's weird, man. Like, that's a weird thing. He's like, well, I'm not fucking an animal. And I'm like, yeah, but being a furry is still weird. Mm-hmm. That's weird, dude. That's fucking weird.
Yeah.
Like, I know I watch some weird porn, like, and I'm not really happy about it. Like, sometimes I watch things, I'm like, ooh, I don't like that. Like, fucking a few weeks ago, I was really lonely, and I got on Pornhub, and because I got locked out of my Tumblr account, I can't find it just sucks, because I love my Tumblr, because I like the GIFs. I don't like videos, because then there's no ads on Tumblr, and it's just a GIF. And I'm like, oh, that's
true.
Hot. It's hot and it's
better
quick.
Stuff on Tumblr,
Quick, hot, yeah. Love it. But I was on Pornhub, and then I was just looking at some, like, bondage stuff, and then this video was recommended to me of an AI skeleton fucking an Asian girl.
Why?
I don't fucking know, dude. I was just like...
That's so specific.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Usually it's the woman that wants to be skinny.
They don't have dicks, skeletons.
Yeah, that's right. The boner isn't a bone.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they, like, took a bone off and just blah. I mean, you have a lot of options. Like, you have size.
They just, like, snap
yeah, you
off
just
a
shove
bone.
one up the ass, shove another in the mouth.
Jesus.
Dude.
You didn't watch it just to find out?
Maybe I should. Should I watch it right now?
But then it trains the algorithm.
I don't care. I'm not trying to go back. Let's watch it right now. We'll end on this. We'll end on this. Oh my god. Let's go. I am constantly looking up the Down syndrome Barbie doll because I'm like, yeah, I look like her. And
There's
it's
a
just
Barbie
that's my
doll?
yo. Look it up. Yep. Pornhub.
What the hell?
Oh god, Jesus, fuck. Yeah, porn's when you're not horny, like porn, I just feel so disgusting.
Oh my god, it's so true. It just changes when.
Okay, skeleton. Fucks.
Oh my god.
Don't I look like her?
Well, I mean, she just looks.
She looks like me. She doesn't look down. She looks like me.
Yeah. Well.
Woman. So the fucked up part now. So like, oh, no, I can't find it. Dude.
It's gone?
I don't know why it was recommended to me. Like AI, like there's a lot of AI videos now that and they can do the most. Because it's AI, they can do even more fucked up shit with the AI shit.
Oh my god.
So they can do like really illegal like things you can't do to humans with the AI, and it's just like we're just going down like it's like AI hell. Like humans already created just like all these horrible nasty things, and then AI comes in and just like let's make it even darker and more sinister. Be careful, y'all. Don't watch too much porn. That's what I'm saying. Like just find someone you love. I'm trying.
I think you have.
Oh dear. Yeah. I hope so. I don't know. Love is gay.
That's so
Love
Audrey.
is so gay.
That's so Audrey. This Down syndrome doll literally just looks more like regular proportions.
Yeah,
to like a regular
that's what's fucked up.
person.
It just looks like me.
It
has a round face. Like it's just a rounder face.
It's just like somebody of an average weight.
Yeah, that's retarded.
It's
apparently,
so offensive.
Yeah, having a normal weight, you have an extra chromosome. Like,
Rude.
Shoot. Okay, so if I'm trying to get more interactive with the podcast, so if you find that video on Pornhub, please put it in the comments below. Please put it and tell me what you think about it too. And if you have had a weird porno show up like on your algorithm, tell me what it is in the comments. Please. I would love to know. Yeah, thank you for coming to my show. Thanks for coming and nutting everywhere. See you soon.